Good morning viewers, welcome to Rishikesh. This is the River Ganges. So I've made this video 3 times now. 4th time, this is the 4th time I've made this video, shot and edited, and each time it's not seemed quite right. At first it seemed like I was almost trying to make entertainment out of this. And this video isn't entertainment, this is the story of what happened to Judith. And it's not a happy story, it's not a happy ending, I'm sorry to say. Now I owe you an explanation because I know you're very attached to Judith, but I've realised that some stories don't need to be told. Watching the video back and hearing me explain in detail what happened that day, I've realised that the details, you don't need to know the details, they don't change anything. And I think if you saw the videos that I made, you would agree that there's no need to tell that story in that detail. The point is that we lost Judith in Petra. Our experience in Petra was by far the worst travel experience. In fact, it's the only bad travel experience I've ever had. Something that's stuck with us. And if anything, as the days go by, the guilt and grief for Judith gets worse. I constantly catch myself looking back, especially making these last videos. I catch myself looking back and thinking what I could have done differently, what I should have done that, should have done that, should have done that. I'm still doing that. The fact is that we're very sorry to you, very sorry to Judith. We're very sorry to Judith, basically. We really loved her, and the days leading up to Petra, it's becoming very obvious that our ability to keep her safe was, well, it was questioned. And you'll see what happened the day before in Petra, that while this feeling in my gut, I wasn't ignoring it. I was very aware that if we didn't do something about Judith soon, then something bad was going to happen. We kept walking hoping we'd find a solution for it. The point is we didn't, and you can react however you want, you know. Me and Adam will take it on the chin, whatever you want to say to us. We've already thought about it ourselves, you know. Now you've seen the warmth and generosity we've received in Jordan so far. In Petra things changed, that wasn't the case anymore. And I've seen this in other places in the world where you're no longer the guest that everyone's curious about. You are now a walking dollar sign. They're not looking at who you are, they're looking at what you are, and that's an opportunity. It's the male stray dogs that was a problem. What actually changed the day was the locals, or at least one local, accusing us of stealing this dog and saying it was his dog and blah blah blah. And that's the details I don't want to go into. If you watch the 3 videos I've just made, I think you would agree it's not for sharing this story. Now, with no reason to think that Judith isn't alive and well in Petra. We lost her quite a few times in Petra because she'd go off sniffing after the tourists for a biscuit and a pat. She knows what she's doing in that way. And what became clear in Petra was that although our bond was growing with her and she would sleep closer with us every night, she was still a stray. She still acted on instinct. And it's a very different type of dog to what we would have in England, or what we consider a pet. Yes, Judith would turn to us for food and safety, but she would also fend for herself and find her own food. And I think we were in this limbo of, is she our dog or not? You know, of course she was, but at the same time we felt like we had to let her be a dog. And putting her on a lead just didn't seem right, even though I wish we had put her on a lead, at least until we got out the other side of Petra. Now I can say she's a stray dog, but whether we liked it or not, we had a dog, we had responsibility for it, and we weren't responsible looking back. And making these last videos have been pretty dreadful, very hard to watch for Adam, and I'm sorry that it will have built something quite happy up to then crash. This is real, this isn't a film, this isn't a movie. I had to make it in the mood of the moment, which we were very happy at the time, and understandably pretty heartbroken afterwards. Now, if I'm very honest, and I'm probably being pretty harsh on ourselves, I think, although I didn't film for a couple of days afterwards, it seems anyway, maybe it just I wasn't in the mood, but I think there might have been a little pinprick of relief there, because we didn't have to watch her go through that anymore, we didn't have to drag her through it. But for me and Adam, and for most of you guys at least messaging me and leaving comments, it's all about Judith. And we are very, very sorry about that. We're very sorry. I wish we could change things, and although Adam is pushing to go out and try and find her, to spend a week out in Wadimoosa and try and find her, I'm all for it. It's just, Are we just messing with her again? Are we taking her from another home that she knows and just meddling with her life again, like we already did? Do we just leave it be? Is it guilt that's pushing us out there to save her more? I mean, when you think about where she is and what she's doing, it does hurt. Now I know I'm going to want to do all this again and keep trying to tell the story and say things better and not leave certain things out. But like I said, this isn't for entertainment. The point is that we lost our dog. We lost our dog Judith, and very sorry to you, but very sorry to Judith. Now if I've learned anything from this, it's a lesson I already knew. Don't ignore your gut feeling. We had an anxiety building for days, for however long we had her really, thinking we have to do something before something bad happens. You have a window of opportunity to do the right thing, and that window is going to close and be gone forever. It won't come back. And if you don't take that moment and do something with it, the moment's going to come to you eventually. Thank you, shepherds, for all that wood.
Yes. Saved our lives. Saved our bacon.
Whoa. Okay. Come on, Jude. I'll get your drink down there. Today we're going to try and yomp all the way to what's the town called? Wadi Musa.
Yeah.
And it's the town that's on the other side of Petra, so it's a good fair yomp. But the dream is to get there tonight and eat kebabs. We're going to get 3 kebabs, 1 for Jude. If we don't make it there, we camp out and we eat the noodles. And tomorrow we get there, which is alright, so no guarantees. Expectation is the devil.
It's so true.
Oh, tell me about it. We're kind of lost again. This freaking Jordan Trail app. There's a lovely gorge down there. It's flat, smooth, in the shade. But the trail app tells you to go up the mountains and around. I know it's not fun going down highways, but at least you don't have to think. And we'll have to ration our water if we're not going to get there. And look forward to a pack of noodles tonight.
Judith! Let him go.
And we go back in the valley now. Honestly, if you're doing this walk, the Jordan Trail app is shat. Is it shat?
GPS is shit. GPS map they give you a shit as well.
They just send you up and over that mountain, and then we have to go off piste to find our way back again because the markers just stop. So we could have just walked down. We might as well just follow the friggin'. I'm also quite tired and hungry and cranky. Just sick of tripping and slipping all the way down these. Jude! She's chasing the camels. We had the dream, we shouldn't have done, but we began building an expectation of kebabs and beer tonight. But it won't be. It will be 4 packets of noodles between 3 of us. But still, that's okay. Filming of the next bit, it's a bit of an ask for me to put the camera down and come back and get it. Sorry to break the 4th wall. Yeah, the mud's slippier. Let me try and go in the same foothold. Didn't work.
Don't know where we are. Just don't know where we are either. It's just not GPS, it's not coordinating.
I don't think we're on the trail anymore, are we? Maybe up there?
Oh.
Go on. Lead the way. God, what is this day? There's a lone donkey. We'd love to meet a guy right now. There's a bit of bread and some chai. Come on, Jude. Don't get kicked.
Donkey. It's a lone donkey. Lone camels, lone donkey.
Looks pretty sad. Our theory is to follow this canyon and eventually find the town, yeah?
Yeah.
Eventually. Well, eventually it comes back to the track, but it's just a theory. You look at these massive boulders. It's hard enough for us to get through them, so it's hard for Jude as well. Oh, dearie me. These things happen on trips, you know. I mean, it's all it is our fault. But at the same time, it's like it can't really be helped.
Yeah, agreed.
I'd love a biscuit. We are going to be fucking starving to by tomorrow.
I know.
We were just talking about that film Alive, you know, where the plane crashes and they eat each other. Is that what happens?
Yeah. Eat the dead, don't they? Really?
They eat the dead, yeah. To be fair. Jude just had a fall and getting up there, but she's fine. She's fine now, but that's a worry. We got to get out of this. We don't want this to turn into a situation, but we can't go back. We can't. I don't know where we go back to, but she's alright. She's scampering along at least. Oh my god. Up the side here. I apologise for my rant about the Jordan Trail before. Don't make your own trail, because this is what happens. We're not really looking for any way to just climb out of here, really. That's good enough for Jude. Is it lost?
Yeah, it's been jammed for ages now.
Okay, we need to get this right now. It's almost kind of eerie, isn't it? Jude won't let us pick her up, so it's very frustrating because we can get out of the gorge that way. She's too scared now. I'm worried about her. If she gets hurt. Come on, Jude. FYI, stick to the trail. Right, I need a minute. Oh, shukran.
Shukran so much.
Thank you so much.
We got lost. We
have
goes to this one.
So we just arrived at this little Bedouin camp here. We're thinking of staying, but it means giving us a lift to the bank tomorrow. I don't know what to do. We're also considering leaving Jude here. We think it might be because the dogs look quite happy here, and he said he wanted the dog. And after today, we're doubting our abilities to be able to look after her well enough. Because if she broke her leg today, which at one point we thought she was holding a paw like that. Yeah, my heart was like.
Yeah, my heart went.
Because
that was it. We couldn't get.
I don't
her
know
out
what
there.
we'd do. We'd carry her out.
But
then still, what do you do with her?
See how steep we had to get out of the gorge? Imagine carrying a dog with a broken. What would you do then?
It's just daft.
Shy left.
Yeah, get it down, yeah.
Kind of quick.
So we're going to stay at this camp. No filming in there, but we're going to stay here tonight. He's going to give us a lift to the bank tomorrow. Shukran.
Yes.
Abdullah?
Abdurrahman.
Nice to meet you, man.
About.
Handsome bloke.
Yes.
We don't have any money, so we don't have any food for the next 2 days. We've added a day. Anyway, I'm so frazzled. The side order is Jude's coming with us. She's not staying there. She's getting hounded by men. So, this isn't the spot.
بينا فيها اقعد sit down.
There you go.
cold out there.
Adam.
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 Adam!
Adam.
Sleep into horn, sleep.
Sleep with the camels. Up, shukra.
What, take money?
I know
Take money for the camel.
Asleep?
Happy dog. How'd you sleep, Jude? Must have been chilly. Don't know why all the other fellas got 3 blankets and I didn't get any.
There's no better way to start the day than a sweet shy cigarette. If I could get a cigarette, I would love it.
Okay, I'm going into town. Poor Jude, don't know what's going on. So we owe these guys money, so we have to get a lift into town to pay them. But honestly, the trip's becoming about the dog at this point. She needed feeding, she was ravenous, we were ravenous. I know it's the right thing to do, but breaking the chain might... Well, I know it's the right thing to do, so it shouldn't bother me. We're getting a lift into town, we need money, we need to do something with this dog.